देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः सुष्ठुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति न
Hari Om, sir.
Hari Om Manohar, Cholunga. Yes.
Sir, a question, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I will read my question, sir.
Yes, please.
As per Vedantic theory of perception, perception is a result of the combination of the subject thought and the object quality in the medium of Brahman. So, the active presence of the mind and an object is essential for any perception in the waking state to happen. This way, Vedanta balances both the theories of idealism and realism. Question. Vedanta equates the waking and dream worlds as they differ only in degree, not in kind. In the dream, waker's mind alone exists. The waker's mind alone projects all the objects and beings in the dream, though no objects and beings are physically present. Idealism has also been advocating that mind alone is responsible for the phenomenon of the world. Seeking your clarification on this, sir, please.
The question that Manohar is asking, idealism says mind projects everything. Mind is the cause for the entire creation. No mind, no world. Since we say no mind, no world, it means the whole thing is a projection of the mind. That is what the idealism says. Vedantic theory of perception in different ways says, for a perception to happen, mind alone is not enough. Just the mind alone cannot do anything. The mind has to be present, and the object with its qualities also has to be present. Only when they come in contact, a perception happens, an experience happens. So, perception here is an experience. For an experience, one kind of thought says, the subject is very important, not the object. For an experience, perception, understand perception as experience. For perception is an experience. So, when you replace the word perception with experience, it becomes easy to follow. One set of philosophers says, for an experience, the most important factor is the subject, the mind, the individual, the mind. Another set of philosophers says, no, object is more important. And they keep fighting between each other, who is more important. This is the theory of idealism and realism. And the entire Western philosophy revolves around these two, idealism and realism. Is it the object or is it the subject? Vedanta reconciles and brings in a third factor. The third factor that Vedanta brings in is, you have forgotten the most important thing, the consciousness. Okay, you talk about subject, you talk about object. What is it that enlivens both? The consciousness. So, Vedantic theory of perception says, it is the subject coming in contact with the object, interacting, a perception, an experience happens, and this entire thing is possible only because of consciousness enlivening both subject and object. There is an aspect, there is an amsha of consciousness in the subject, there is an amsha of consciousness in the object. Therefore, only when subject and objects interacts with the aid of consciousness supporting it, there is an experience. Therefore, Vedantic theory of perception says, don't give exaggerated value to the subject, don't give exaggerated value to the object, and don't forget the most important thing, which is consciousness. This is the theory of perception. Are you okay now? I just made the theory of perception very simple. I didn't go into the details and all. I just wanted to make it very simple. Yeah, otherwise it gets too, it's not too complicated, but I'm not going into the details of it. It's very straightforward. Now, the question is in relation to not theory of perception. The question is, explain theory of perception is not the question. I just explained the theory of perception so that we can understand the background of the question. Because suddenly out of context, the theory of perception out of context theory of perception varala. On a class by mistake I said it. Yeah. I remember in previous class or I don't know whether in the previous session or the session before that, I talked about theory of perception. At the length, Manohar is bringing up a clarification saying, in the dream, is it not the dream that is the cause for everything? It is the waker's mind is what is causing the dream. It is the waker's mind that is causing the dream. If the mind goes, there is no dream experience at all. Therefore, is it not Vedantic theory of perception more closely agreeing to idealism? Idealism. This is Manohar on the Plato range better. Yeah. On the range better. Schopenhauer. No, seriously. Our pola, that is why Kant, Schopenhauer, who follows Platonian philosophy, they all concluded that Vedanta is a kind of idealism only. But where they made the mistake is equation. They made a fundamental mistake in the equation. Same mistake Manohar is also making. What is the mistake? Mind equals Brahman. We say waker's mind creates the dream world. Okay, what is the equation then? What is consciousness? So waker's mind projects the dream phenomena, Madhuri. What is that which causes the entire creation? Brahman. So waker's mind must be equated to Brahman. If you equate waker's mind to Brahman, then the entire equation falls in place. Exactly what they are saying. Then we understand what idealism says, what realism says, and also we say how Vedanta goes one step deeper than them also. So waker's mind projects the dream subject and object. So the waker's mind projects the dream world. Okay, what is the equation then? As far as the dream world is concerned, it is understandable. Now, what is the equation in relation to Brahman and the world? What do we equate the waker's mind with? Waker's mind is equated to Brahman. That is why we say Brahman is the fundamental cause for everything. Just as we say waker's mind is the cause for the entire dream phenomena, Brahman is the cause. Brahman is the cause. And then we will ask, what cause? Is it the material cause? Is it the efficient cause? Is it the instrumental cause? For cause means these three: material, instrumental, efficient, and all three are different from each other. So Vedanta says, one example it will explain. I'm not explaining, I'm not going into the causes. I'm not explaining material cause, efficient cause, instrumental cause. I'm not getting into that details. So, Waker's mind is equated to Brahman. The moment the dreamer wakes up to the waking state, he realizes that the entire dream phenomena is nothing but the entire plurality came from one mind. Are you able to follow? The entire pluralistic experiences came from one mind. Similarly, when we wake up to the fourth state of consciousness, we will understand it is the entire waking pluralistic phenomena of waking world and all the experiences arose because of not recognizing the Brahman. Just as the moment you recognize the waker's mind, dream goes away. Similarly, you recognize Brahman, the waking world, the phenomena of waking world goes away. Are you able to follow? The phenomena of the waking world goes away. Therefore, what do you understand from all these? In the equation, waker's mind is the cause for the dream subject and the dream object. Similarly, what is the cause for the world? Brahman is the cause for the world. That is the equation. Then we say, is Brahman the cause? Did waker mind cause the dream? We say, no, no, no. The ignorance of the waker, the non-apprehension of the waker causes the misapprehension. So at one stage we say Brahman is the cause. If waker's mind is the cause for dream world, waker's mind should be producing a dream phenomena even now, no? Are you able to follow the logic? If waker's mind is the cause, waker's mind should be producing dream even now. Maybe we are daydreaming, that is different. Yeah, daydreaming is different from dream phenomena, correct? Daydreaming is not the dream. Daydream is an entire complex thing altogether. Are you able to follow? So, from this, what do you understand? Though waker's mind is the cause for the dream, waker's mind is not the actual cause. Then what is the cause?
Ignorance.
Then we bring in ignorance as the factor. The moment ignorance goes away, what is the ignorance? Dreamer becomes the waker, the ignorance goes away. What he understands, the entire dream phenomena is figment of imagination, which never existed, and the kalpas, the yugas, and we talk about all that is just like one snap. It just Brahman, Brahman just closed his eyes and opened. The entire creation happened and folded back. Adula or Ganesh, Adula or Arvindan, Adula or Manohar, Adula Arvindan or father, Arvindan or child, Manohar as a father, Manohar as a child. All that happened when Brahman just
linked.
Yeah. Dream is like that, no? Dream is like that. Sometimes you just doze off, how many things happened in that, and then you wake up and say, oh my God, how can in that dozing of the entire thing? Now, what is the dozing of equivalent to ignorance? Are you able to follow? So it is the ignorance that causes. Is Brahman the cause or ignorance the cause? Then we will feel like asking, Arjuna Madri will feel like asking, correct? Say very clearly, is Brahman the cause or ignorance the cause? From which angle you are looking at it, it depends. If you are looking at it from the dreamer's standpoint, ignorance of the waker is the cause. Ignorance of the waker is the cause from the dreamer's standpoint. If you are asking from the waker's standpoint, which dream, which world are you talking about? For they never happened. They never existed. அப்படி blink ஆகி திறக்கும் போது நடந்ததெல்லாம் don't. Are you able to follow? Are you able to follow the connection? So waker's mind causes dream. You ask if the waker's mind can cause dream, it should be causing dream even now. It doesn't cause dream now. So for the waker's mind to cause dream, a special condition is required. What is a special condition? Unique condition in which the waker's mind creates the dream world. The unique condition is ignorance. Ignorance. Ignorance of oneself. Manohar, the waker, as the Manohar, forgets himself and goes into the dream and creates the entire pluralistic dream. Who does that? Manohar. Manohar himself, forgetting himself, does it, and then what he does? Wakes up.
Dismisses.
Are you able to follow? Brahman, forgetting itself as it were, creates and then wakes up. Are you able to follow? But having created, Brahman has to support it. Having created, Brahman has to support it. That is why Brahman is called the creator, the supporter. Just as the waker's mind having created the dream, it has to support the dream. How does it support the dream? By being present in the dream continuously. Even for a split second, if waker's mind switches off, the entire dream falls back. Therefore, it creates the dream, it sustains the dream. Brahman creates the world, sustains the world. It's a beautiful, it's a beautiful comparison. Are you able to follow? Sir. If wakers, it's not that the waker's mind created the dream and then it goes away. It creates the dream and then it vitalizes the dream, enlivens the dream, supports the dream. In the dream, there are many individuals. But all the varied individuals with different interests and different backgrounds are all supported by that one mind. Then, on the equation, having understood that equation, transfer the whole thing to Brahman and the world. Then it becomes, at least, theoretically, you will understand how Vedanta is. How Vedanta is so perfect. So it not only creates the dream, it maintains the dream, sustains the dream. When it falls back, it doesn't take anything from the dream back. It creates, it sustains, and when it goes back, it will not take anything from the dream. It will not say, I learned a lesson today, and it will not take. For it will say, the dream didn't happen at all. Even when the dream was happening, even when the dreamer and the dream objects looked real, it wasn't real. This has to be so much. I don't know how many times you have to do manana this. How many times you have to do reflect the same thing again and again and again to get convinced about it. I don't know. But it has to be done. And this is Vedanta. Vedanta na idu pandradha Vedanta. How to handle problems of life undradalla. There are million ways to handle the problems of life. Of the very many problems, of the very many ways to handle the problems of life, Vedanta is one way. See, you have a problem, you can get drunk and forget about it. No. There are very many solutions to the problems. Now, Vedanta is not another solution to the problem. What is Vedanta? This is Vedanta. The Brahman, just as the mind creates it, sustains it, and when it goes back pure, uncontaminated by the dream. It will not take any papa from the dream. It will not take any punya from the dream. It will not take any bank balance from the dream. Neither it will take the loan back from the dream. Nothing. Are you able to follow? That is how we say it is. It creates it, sustains it, folds back, untouched. That is why we call it as Shuddha Sakshi Chaitanyam, pure enlivening witnesser. Shuddha means pure. What is meant by pure? When it folds back, it will not take anything back. It will not take anything back. Pure, uncontaminated. Even in the dream also it is uncontaminated, pure. Second is enlivening. It has to enliven both. The mind has to enliven the dreamer, and the same mind has to enliven the dream object, dream world. In the equation Purinjindalnala, you will understand Brahman too. I will not say you can understand Brahman. You will understand the magnitude of what consciousness is, even if you can understand this particular equation, this particular part of the equation. The mind doesn't enliven the subject. The mind has to enliven the object as well. Another theory of perception equation, properties, the subject Brahman enlivening factor equation. Properties and qualities of the object Brahman will be the factor. Why? Because just as the mind has to be present in the dreamer and the dream world. How can one mind be in the dreamer and in the dream object? Logically purimatendrede. Forget your logic. That is the limitation of your logic. Don't you experience it? That's the limitation of your logic. Ignore your logic. Or that is the limitation of your logic. Don't you experience it? Yes. Exactly the same way it happens. Brahman and the world. So, to answer directly in one word, what is the answer? Waker's mind to the dream is not idealistic as what is not subject to the mind creating the world. It's not like what idealists say. Are you able to see the difference now? It is not the waker's mind creating the waker's mind is there in the dream. No, it is not the mind that is there. Mind is there as the enlivening. Mind is there as the enlivening. Mind itself has become that. Are you able to follow? Mind itself has become that. Mind itself has split into two. Mind itself enlivens both, and the same mind winds back. It means just because the word mind is used, this is where with all his thinking, Schopenhauer, Schopenhauer, Immanuel Kant, inga vandu padichirundaka, illaya, ஒரு 3 வருஷம் கோர்ஸ் படிச்ச ஒரு ஆர்டினரி ஸ்டூடெண்ட் would have taught him. என்ன மாதிரி ஆளு they would have taught him. Where is the fallacy in the thinking? Krishna Allah will not even go near him. இதெல்லாம் Krishna will not even go near. Are you able to follow? Any roadside philosopher would have taught him. Where is he making the mistake? What is the mistake? Mind must be equated to Brahman. Mind must be equated to Brahman. Then only the equation is correct. The mind must be equated to Brahman. Appo the equation correct ah varum. If you don't equate the mind with Brahman, and I tell you, I have not seen, you all have heard this waking dream deeply for 30-40 years also. Clear? In the equation, yeah, mind equals Brahman.
It's our first time.
Varad. அந்த மாதிரி நான் நிறைய வச்சிருக்கிறேன் சரக்கு. அப்பப்ப கேள்வி கேளுங்க. I will release one by one and I will show off also. Yeah. Mind equals Brahman. Then the entire thing becomes clear. Mind equates to Brahman. Now what the realists say, what the idealists say is, when they say the mind, they mean the subject. Only the subject per se they mean. When Vedanta says the waker's mind, they don't mean the subject. They mean that which is beyond the dream phenomena itself, which is the cause for the dream phenomena. That is Brahman. Are you able to notice the difference? Yeah, are you able to notice? And the idealism and realism thinking, it's a very deep penetrative thinking. It's not easy to come to that conclusion all by themselves. Yeah, all by themselves, it's very difficult to come to that conclusion. They came to that very deep thinking. It is very, very important to understand this difference. Is it okay, Manohar?
Yes, I'll come back to you, sir. Once.
Yeah. In the equation, waker's mind, idealism says waker's mind means the subject dreamer. When Vedanta says waker's mind, Vedanta is equating waker's mind to Brahman. And the equation born. Then only it will be clear. But where we will have difficulty is, see, we are so caught up in knowledges that have gathered from very many sources. But dreamer is also part of the waker only, no sir. This is also that. So since we confuse ourselves with so much of information gathered from so many sources, not knowing under what that information is given in what context, we don't know that. Under what? See, all information, this is the fundamental in learning. Information is meaningful in the context. Any information is meaningful only in the context. Per se, information has no meaning. It is the context that lends the meaning to it. So, what is the context here? Comparison. How do we compare waker's mind to the dream subject and the dream object? It means something unconnected to the dream is the cause for the dream. Are you able to follow? Something unconnected to the dream is the cause for the dream, that maintains the dream, that sustains the dream, that enlivens the dream, and when it falls back, the entire pluralistic phenomena falls back, but the mind remains the same.
Please come again.
Brahman comes the world. Out of Brahman comes the world, and when the world folds back and Brahman goes back as Brahman, no change in Brahman.
Yes.
World vandadanaala Brahman doesn't become less. Fold anadana Brahman is not more knowledgeable now. What? Not to blink again. Idume kadayad Brahman. Not to blink again. Anda idume kadayad. Apuryamanam achala pratishtam. Yeah, like a samudra is like the ocean. Vandu porthala doesn't make any difference to the totality. Are you able to follow? From this, what is the message that is given? See, even when you are crying that I am a samsari, I am in bondage, I am suffering, Vedanta says, simply wake up. Sir, wake up I will do later, sir, but now teach me. Wake up la apram paakalam. Now teach me. Until you wake up, your problems cannot be sorted out. For the dream subject is an expert in creating the problems as long as he is the dream phenomena. The dream phenomena one after the other problems will be happening, created. So, what is the message here? Even when you say, I am a samsari, I am in bondage, I am caught up in problems, how to handle all this? They say, go back and do Shravana Manana. Yeah, anytime anybody comes with a problem, solution is go back and do Shravana Manana. Yeah. Anybody who comes with a problem, Ramana Maharshi, find out. That is his way of saying do Shravana Manana. Find out who you are. That is his way of saying do Shravana Manana. Solution is the same. Go back and do Shravana Manana till you come to the point of understanding that. Till you reach the level of understanding. What is the level of understanding? It has got nothing to do with something unconnected to the dream world, created the dream phenomena, supported it, and when it winds back, how the dream phenomena folds back. The dream phenomena folds back as illusion. The temporary reality la kuda kadayadanga. From the waker standpoint, it never happened. It never happened. I got $1 million. I have $1 million. Enga dream la. I am bankrupt. Enga dream la. Jumping with joy because I have $1 million in the dream. Sinking with sorrow because COVID-19, idhukku enna word? Pandemic. Pandemic. COVID-19. அது COVID-19 இல்ல 20, 21, 22 அது போயினே இருக்க போல இருக்கு இல்லையா? COVID-19, pandemic, how to deal all these problems. Shravana Manana, go back and do Shravana Manana. People get very irritated and they say you don't know the answer. Don't say go back and do Shravana Manana. எங்களுக்கு தெரியலன்னு வேணா சொல்லுங்க. Say that you don't know. I will find out somebody else. But don't say go back and do Shravana Manana. Yeah. How much ever you rearrange the dream, how much ever you make the dream better and better and better, it will remain that only. This is where Ramatirtha says, it's like straightening the dog's tail. You can go on straightening. Kai edutha next, remove the hands, the next second it rolls back. You can't. Are you able to follow?
Just one thing more, sir.
Yes. Yes.
Sir, in our Swamiji's example, or the way in which he has explained,
Yes.
Swamiji has given some equations, sir.
Yes.
He has taken an example of flower and pen or something. Sir.
Correct.
I will take the flower example, sir.
Yes.
He says thought of the flower, a perception, for a perception.
Correct.
Thought of the flower plus
yes.
quality of the flower
yes.
plus Brahman.
Correct.
Here, this is working well. For dream world, shall it replace that Brahman with mind, sir?
Yes.
Will it be okay?
Exactly correct. That's how you have to do.
This is correct, sir.
See, the Vedantic theory of perception says neither the subject nor the object per se produces the world.
Yes, sir.
Per se, the object also cannot exist. Per se, the subject also cannot exist.
So I will say TF plus QF plus mind.
Yes. The ordinary physical science says objects are created, subject comes later. Yeah, the ordinary physics. Adile innor physics irukku. They come and say the observer changes the very presence of the observer is very essential to. அவருக்கு தான் இந்த வருஷம் நோபல் பிரைஸ்லாம் வேற கொடுத்திருக்காங்க 2020 நோபல் பிரைஸ் வேற இல்லையா. I'm not a physicist and all, I really don't know that much of physics and all, but they also agree that at another level the physical world cannot exist without the subject. At the ordinary level of perception, objects world existed even before the subject came. How can you make subject to the vital factor, even an important factor? So the realism says subject king a value. For the object came before the subject, subject goes, the object will continue to exist. Idealism says subject only if the subject is there, he can cognize the object. Otherwise, who's going to report the presence of the object? So the object itself has its presence only from the subject. Rendu perum fight. They go on quarreling with each other. Vedantic theory of perception says per se subject also cannot produce the world. Per se object also cannot produce the world. Both has to come together. Okay. Subject and object by themselves, can they come together?
No.
Angada the dream comes in. Per se the subject and from where did the subject and object come from?
Brahman.
From Brahman. Where did Brahman come from? Brahman is Sat. That is why world ku past tense and future tense, Brahman ku only present continuous. Brahman is. You will not say Brahman was, Brahman is, Brahman will be. Adallam kadayad Brahman ku. Brahman is. Yeah. Adu enadhu? Simple present.
Yes. Continuous, sir.
I am not grammar. Nana grammar theriyadha. Simple present tense. Simple present tense. Avladhan. Brahman is. Previous moment, Brahman says what? Previous moment. Brahman. Adanalda the first name of Brahman is Sat. Satchitanandan solran illaya. Brahman is. The isness is of Brahman. Tree is. The wood is. The chair is. The ash is. Isness is Brahman. Are you able to follow? That isness is not part of anything of the cycle, for it exists at all times. Are you able to follow? And the angle length, we say thought of object,
quality of
object. Thought of object in the subject, quality of object in the object. Both are enlivened by
the Brahman.
Both are enlivened by Brahman. Therefore, Brahman becomes the important factor. Okay. Is Brahman only the vitalizing factor? Brahman is the
factor.
Brahman is the world. Waker's mind didn't create the dream. Waker's mind is the dream. இது கொஞ்சம் Brahman is the world na நம்ம ego எல்லாம் கொஞ்சம் ஒத்துக்காது, because our ego says Brahman, Waker's mind is the dream, correct? Rope is the snake. சில extra fittings தான் imagination. Waker's mind didn't create the dream. Waker's mind itself is the dream. Which part of the dream phenomena is the Waker's mind? Everything. Oh. Divine part? Yes. Demonical part? Yes. The holy river Ganges? Yes. The sewage Kuvam river? Yes. This is difficult for us to agree and say, how can Brahman, okay sir, divine good parts of the world alla Brahman sollilla, negative part of sewage alla, but then Brahman says, the Waker's mind says, the entire framework of dream, each and every fiber in the dream phenomena is me. I am that, Arjuna. You don't know that, he says. In the Bhagavad Gita, he says, I am that. You do not know that. Are you able to follow? Therefore, the dream is every aspect of the dream is the Waker's mind. It's not the Waker's mind created the dream and it became different. Just as idukku the most beautiful all-time classic example. In example, idukku the pot and the clay and the pot. The clay and the pot. What is the pot? Nothing but clay. What is the pot? Nothing but clay. I tell you, such a deep philosophical thought they could convey through the clay and pot. That is, the wise man can make it so simple. Yeah, no, that's the beauty of the wise man. He can make the complicated things appear simple. Yeah, see, there are some teachers in mathematics where they make mathematics look very simple. No, not all mathematics teachers can do that. A few mathematics teachers alone can make mathematics look so simple. Similarly, these great masters, these Upanishadic masters, these enlightened masters have made the knowledge so simple. What is it? Just as how every fiber of the pot is the clay. The pot is dependent on the clay, but the clay is not dependent on the pot. The entire dream phenomena is dependent on the Waker's mind. The Waker's mind is not at all dependent in any way to the dream world. Then why did it create? It says, when did I create? I just blinked. Keno Upanishad. He says, blinked, he says. Huh? He says, it's Brahman blinked. Kalpantara Yugas, not only one Chatur Yuga, va? Brahman blinkana, 100 Chatur Yuga comes. In the 100 Chatur Yuga, we are in the 28th. Of the 100 Chatur Yugas, we are in the 28th Yuga. In the 20th Chatur Yuga, we are in the 4th Yuga. Adala in a particular Manvantara, and that Manvantara is called Vaivasvata Manvantara. In that Vaivasvata Manvantara, 8th part, Ashtavimshati Tame, Adala, first part, Kali Yuga, mathematical time, the precision of time they give so much, and then you look at the Upanishad, when it says, because of Brahman, blinked na, you will say, there, அவங்க என்னோ பேசுறாங்களே தவிர அவங்களுக்கே அவங்க பேசுறது புரியுதா விடும் இல்லையா நீங்க பேசுறீங்க சார் பட் உங்களுக்கே புரியுதா அட்லீஸ்ட் we don't understand, it's okay, at least do you understand what you are talking, like blabbering? It is the fellow who's speaking doesn't understand what he is saying. Are you able to follow? The Wakers, equate the Wakers mind to Brahman, and the equation vandada, you will know how to analyze it properly. Yeah. And in a book for his stature and level and all that, Swamiji, idu eludunade, he has done the greatest service. Idukku mela Konar notes ellaam oraal eludha mudiyadhu. Idukku mela Konar notes ellaam oraal eludha mudiyadhu. Adukku dhaan naangallam irukurom இல்லையா? We write the Konar notes. சங்கர் கரெக்டா? SRL சங்கர், அவர் தான் பேர் வச்சிருக்கிறார் எனக்கு. சார் நீங்க கோனார் நோட் சார்னார். ஹவு இன்சல்ட், நோ ஹவு பேட் ஐ ஃபெல்ட் தட் டே. மூணு நாளைக்கு எனக்கு தூக்கமே வரல. ஐ ஃபெல்ட் சோ இன்சல்டட். ஐ ஃபெல்ட் சோ பச்சா இப்படி. யார் படிப்பாங்க கோனார் நோட்ஸ? அப்ப நினைச்சிட்டேன் சரி நம்மகிட்ட வர ஆளுங்களா அவ்வளவுதான் போல இருக்குது. and you get what you deserve. No இல்லையா? யாரும் இல்லையா? நச்சிகேதா வர போறாங்க. சங்கர் கரெக்டா? Is it okay, Manohar?
Yes sir.
Yeah, you, sir. If you have anything, get back.
Yes sir.
Yeah, yes. Thank you. Yes.
Although you say ignorance never good, how it happens to all
the question that she is asking is, what makes the waker goes to sleep that the entire phenomena happens? We don't know. Why? We don't know. They will say because you are fatigued, you are tired. அதெல்லாம் சொல்ல முடியாதீங்க. Because what caused Brahman to fatigue to fall off to sleep? கேட்போம் Brahman. So the answer is, are you able to follow? The answer is we don't, because in the equation we are discussing the equation of Brahman to the world. If without referring to Brahman and the world, if you independently ask what causes the waker to go to dream, the phenomena of life is manifest and unmanifest. Now we are not equating waker's mind, waker dreamer, deep sleeper comparison. We are not doing. That is from that angle only your question can be answered. The phenomena of life is manifest and unmanifest. Manifest goes through two stages, dream and waking stage. This is the phenomena of life which is natural to life. It's the cycle that continuously happens. Just as, does summer cause winter or winter cause summer? Are you able to follow the question? Does summer causes winter or winter causes summer? It's a cycle. Are you able to follow? Because it's a cycle. Similarly, waking dream, deep sleep, waking dream, deep sleep, waking dream, deep sleep is the phenomena of life. It's a cycle. Cycle means that happens by itself, and why it is happening in that way, Vedanta says we don't know. When we say we don't know, it's not that we don't know. Your instrument cannot comprehend. It is not that we don't know. Again, Kena Upanishad. Not that we don't know. The instrument through which that you can comprehend cannot understand this. Therefore, we say it cannot be known. Are you able to follow the difference? When we say it cannot be known, if I put in little bit more effort, can I know? If all human beings put together with all our collective wisdom, can we know? Vedanta says no. It is not possible to know it. Why? Because that is the limitation of the instrument. So, what causes the waker to go to a dream state? What causes the dream to go to a deep sleep state? And what brings the person out of the deep sleep state? It's a cycle. We don't know. But then on a superficial plane, we give an answer. What is the answer we give? When the waker gets tired, he goes to sleep. What is dream? Undigested thoughts of the waker causes dream. What is deep sleep? Dreamless sleep. And then when the pressure of the vasanas mounts back, you will wake up. There is an answer at the first layer. Now we are discussing Upanishad. When we are discussing at the Upanishadic level, Vedanta boldly declares that we don't know. We don't know. Are you able to follow? At one layer, answers are very clear. Vasanas, causes, manifest and manifest. It's natural. What is dream? Undigested thoughts of the waker. And then what is deep sleep? Dreamless sleep, which is what revitalizes and you can get back. And what brings you back? The power of the vasanas. All this discussion must not be brought into the comparison of waker's mind to the waker's mind that is cause for the dream world. And the comparison kondu vandenna, you will be completely confused. And everybody does it only again and again and again. When we are saying the waker's mind is the cause for the dream phenomena, we are talking a different subject altogether. We are not talking about the dream. Anna, because of the vocabulary being the same, you all misunderstand that we are discussing the same thing. We are not discussing the same thing. When we say waker's mind causes the dream phenomena, it is not waker fall off to sleep and then it happens to the equation and the answer you can't mix it up here. If you mix it up here, you will get completely confused. It's not only you. Everybody does this mistake. Everybody makes this mistake. So what you should understand, this is what is known as clarity in thinking. What is the comparison that we are doing when we say waker's mind is the dream subject and the object. What is it that is compared there? We are not discussing dream phenomena there. We are not discussing how dream happens. Using your everyday experience of dream, a deep philosophical thought is conveyed. We are not discussing dream. We are not psychological analysis on dream analysis. Are you able to follow? அதெல்லாம் இவன் பண்ணி உட்கார்ந்துருப்பானுங்க இல்லையா, ட்ரீமாலஜிஸ்ட் அந்த மாதிரிலாம் இருக்கிறாங்க இல்ல, they will sit and do all that. We are not discussing the dream phenomenon. We are not discussing dreams here. Are you able to follow? In the way that science deals with the dreams. நம்ம கிட்ட என்ன ப்ராப்ளம்னா, bits and pieces we know from there, bits and pieces we know from here. எல்லா bits and pieces போட்டா என்ன ஆகும் இல்லையா? தமிழ்ல தேசணும், இந்த தமிழ் லாங்குவேஜ் தேசணும். புள்ளையார்னு பிடிக்க உட்கார்ந்துட்டு இட் சேஞ்ச்ட் இன்டு மங்கி இல்ல, புள்ளையார் பிடிக்க உட்கார்ந்து குரங்கா மாறிடுச்சு தேசை. He started making Ganesha. What did he actually end up making? Monkey. ஏதாவது கனெக்ஷன் இருக்குதா? Are you able to follow? So when we are comparing, you should know what we are comparing. When we are comparing, you know what we are comparing. What is the comparison here? This is the comparison. Is it okay? Did I answer your question? The comparison is, what is the, how Brahman, the ignorance of Brahman causes the world. That's all we are trying to explain. In that explanation, only that is attempted. And through logic and reason, that cannot be explained. Through logic and reason, this cannot be explained. So what they did, they took something more closer to you than logic and reason. What is it? What is more closer to you than logic and reason? Your own experience. So they took your own experience to explain one part, only one point. What is that one point? What is that one point? Brahman, what all I said before. Brahman is the cause for the world. I'm not going to repeat myself again. Brahman is the cause of the world. Ignorance of Brahman creates the world. It sustains the world. Each and every part of the world is Brahman only. And even when it falls back, it doesn't take anything back. Idalla how to explain? See, this is the reality of life. How to, what logic you can use to explain this? What reasoning can be given to explain this? So what they did, extraordinary are those masters. What they did, they found out. Okay, take the dream experience to explain this. When Vedanta analyzes the dream, it is not like how psychology is analyzing the dream state. Psychology also analyzes the dream state. Adilalla in the kelvilla varum. Vedanta is not analyzing the dream like how psychology is analyzing the dream. It says waker's mind. It says that is not our discussion. For let us discuss that separately, but not in this context. In this context here, what is being discussed? It's so deep, this thought. Theory of perception, it's a very deep thought. It's not easy to even understand the theory of perception. The theory of perception next topic is Maya. Yeah, theory of perception oda சேர்ந்து வருது illusion. Illusionக்கு அப்புறம் வருது supreme reality. Supreme reality க்கு அப்புறம் வருது that thou art. So here when we are analyzing the dream, what is the comparison here? How the mind how the mind creates the entire phenomena all by itself and falls back. It creates, it sustains, it falls back, untouched, unaffected. By creating the dream, the waker's mind doesn't become less. By dissolving the dream, the waker's mind doesn't become more educated, more knowledgeable, better, refined, nothing. This is the only area of comparison that we want to discuss in waking dream and deep sleep state. Anything else we are not interested in discussing at the Upanishadic level of discussion. Understand the context in which we are discussing. Yeah. In the class lower assumption and Upanishad படிக்கும்போது நம்மலாம் actor on இல்லையா, நம்ம roles we change. Atmabodha class we become Atmabodha student. In Upanishad class actor on the stage மாதிரி இல்லையா, actor on the stage மாதிரி our that. So when we sit in Upanishad class we become at least assumed like that Upanishadic student. Is it okay? Huh?
How does the waker go to sleep? Can it be equal to how the ignorance happened?
How the waker goes to sleep cannot be equated to how Brahman goes to sleep, because Brahman can never sleep. Yes, you can't, because then the entire explanation becomes absurd, because Brahman being all knowledgeable, how can that create? Therefore what is it? It is Maya. Therefore what is it? It is Maya, illusion. That's how we conclude. Correct? Huh? Your question is out of context. Yes. Yes. Something else. She is asking, then does it mean my question was out of context? I said, by all means it is out of context. And Venkatachalam, if na tappana answer kuduthittu vella pona dinner kedikadu. Yeah, because my better half is asking the question. So even then boldly I am saying your question is out of context only. Manohar, correct? Huh? Is it okay? Yes. Venkatachalam. Mind equals Brahman is difficult to conceive without an correct. Without an explanation, it is. See, if they didn't explain this comparison, if they didn't bring up this upamanam of comparing it with the dream phenomena, it is impossible to conceive this is what is happening. I tell you, it's it's Upanishads is one of the beautiful explanation, and this part of the equation we can discuss it any number of times again and again and again. This particular part of the equation in the way that I discussed today, not in the way not in the out of context. That can be asked separately, but not when we are discussing this comparison. Why? Because here they are trying to elevate us to. They are saying they are lifting us up as it were. Yeah, chair length I am feeling 2 inches above. As though 2 inches above. That is Upanishad. They take you that closer. That is why it is called Upanishad. They take you that closer. Somewhere you get a glimpse of it, and then nothing matters in life after that. Except this, nothing else will matter. But we are Padmapatra Ivambasa. How much ever they take, we are Padmapatra Ivambasa. Lotus water on a drop of lotus leaf. We are like that. Yeah, we will not leave drumming it in again and again and again and again. It is drummed in, but it is Beautiful this is. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. With this, we conclude for today. We continue the mantras in the next class. I think we have to continue from mantra 17 only. We'll continue from mantra 17 in the next class. If you still have something, Manohar, come back. Chariya?